A kiln caught fire at A.W. Allen Firewood in Farmingdale today. That's according to a post to social media from the company. They said that everyone is safe, but that the kiln is a total loss. According to the post, they do have kiln dried wood already in storage, which will be delivered to customers, and they will rebuild as fast as they can to continue to fulfill orders. They asked firefighters for a quick response. They thanked firefighters for a quick response, saying it likely saved other buildings on their property. Two groups are challenging the state's approval to expand the Juniper Ridge landfill. During a court hearing today, environmentalists in the Penobscot Nation argued the Department of Environmental Protection failed to comply with the previous court order before approving the project for a second time. They say the agency did not fully evaluate the environmental impacts, including concerns about PFAS contamination and the added pollution burden. Supporters say the expansion is necessary to manage waste, while opponents argue it would increase pollution and worsen environmental burdens already facing the region.
It means that we stop placing the majority of the state's waste and all of its toxics on this one community who, as I said, is inextricably entwined with the river and with the health of the river.
All along the river, all of us, we all need to collectively think about stopping them and spread the love instead of the disease.
The judge is expected to release a written decision at a later date. We reached out to Costello, which operates the landfill, but the company declined to comment. A group of clergy members from across Maine is speaking out against the killing of Biddeford resident Johann Sebastian Guerrero. Pastors and reverends with the Maine faith leaders and Maine Council of Churches say Guerrero's death was unjustified and has created fear among other immigrant congregants. Today at Spring Point Ledge Park in South Portland, they're calling for ICE to end their operations in Maine, as well as stop vehicle stops nationwide.
The hearts of our immigrant neighbors right here in Biddeford are breaking. Our hearts are breaking. We are choosing solidarity, we are choosing compassion, and we are choosing the right vision of America. This is personal for me.
The clergy members say their call to action is in coordination with churches from Texas and Florida, two states where immigrants were also recently killed by ICE or in ICE custody. Some union nurses with Maine Health are urging the health system to cut ties with software company Palantir. The nurses held a rally near Maine Medical Center in Portland today to voice their concerns. Palantir is an American software company that manages and analyzes data. Maine Health says it uses Palantir's technology to help patients challenge insurance claim denials. Palantir also works closely with ICE on immigration enforcement efforts, including tracking non-citizens. Maine Health says there are safeguards in place, to protect patient information and that it maintains full control over how patient data is used and shared. But the nurses union says any partnership with Palantir is unacceptable. They say the company's involvement could also impact trust between patients and healthcare workers.
If people seek care with us and they are afraid that seeking that care is going to expose them to harm for immigration enforcement, that's a huge concern. And as nurses, we are caregivers and we put our patients first, and we need to keep our patients safe. And to do that, Maine Health needs to end its relationship with Palantir.
While the fight against Palantir has been ongoing, union nurses say the deadly ICE shooting in Biddeford highlights why they believe change is necessary. Democratic U.S. Senate candidate David Costello has withdrawn from the race to replace Graham Plattner as the party's nominee. In a Facebook post, Costello thanked everyone who helped him collect enough signatures to qualify for Saturday's convention ballot, but said he saw no realistic path forward based on the delegate makeup. There are now only two candidates listed on the Democratic Party's Senate candidate guide: Troy Jackson, the former state Senate president and fifth-generation logger from Aroostook County, who Costello said he would now endorse, and Saundra Pelletier, a relative political unknown who is the CEO of a bioscience birth control company and a fifth-generation Mainer from Caribou. Pelletier held a conference call tonight ahead of the nomination convention being held in Bangor on Saturday. She said she views health care as a basic right and supports universal public health insurance as well as abortion rights. She also said that she feels that, quote, ICE as we know it has to go, and that she is for tuition-free public college, reduced student debt, and supports taxing billionaires and large corporations. During the call tonight, Pelletier also said, quote, I believe that Susan Collins needs a formidable woman from her same hometown who knows exactly how to use strategy, how to use leverage. She needs a worthy opponent. I am that opponent, end quote.